What's up, Pokefans? Pokemon Trainer X here with the next part of the Pokemon Infinity Let's Play. In the last episode we beat the Trident tournament, I think it was called, to get the trophy which had the last Arcanium ore that we needed. We took that then to Professor Thorne and he basically created a replica of the Arcanium ore to take it out and use it for the machine. So he now wants us to go back to our own sort of reality, but before we did that we went and caught a rare Pokemon called Kidfoot. Only appears at a certain time of the day in a certain area, and then now today we're going to go back to our reality, and I think that kickstarts the post-game content then. So team wise we haven't actually changed anything yet. I still haven't decided whether I want to use Kidfoot's evolutions. So for now we'll just run with the same team, but I think we should be alright. So let's head on down to Professor Thorne. The machine is booted up and ready to go. It's calibrating coordinates on your calculated origin point. We've just got to wait on that to finish processing. While we're waiting, there is one last task I need you to complete. You see, even though the advanced quantum particle displacer is the most powerful technological marvel of our time, it's not perfect. It can only compute information from this reality. In order for you to go home, the machine has to be able to send and receive information from a small pocket of your reality to return you. The physics of every reality probably vary, which means the machine would need a way to understand how to calculate that information. This is where you come in. I've figured out how to upgrade its quantum processing so that the varying law of physics don't break it. It has to be upgraded internally at the quantum level. By quantum level I mean smaller than the size of atoms. I'm going to shrink you. Don't worry, it's completely safe. I've already been running successful tests on inanimate objects. The scary part will be when you dematerialize and turn into digital information. Yes, I'm going to basically turn you into a computer program for a few minutes so we can upgrade the operating system. Since you come from the reality we're trying to reach, it should be able to use your information now digitized as a means of upgrading its physics translation software. I'll load the upgrade software onto the suit that you'll be equipped with. We'll use the energy from Palkia to shrink the space between your atoms, then use the reality distorting power of Giratina to turn you into digital information. Dialga's energy will help stabilize the process as it assists in synchronizing the energy flow. I promise X, you'll be just fine. It should only take a few minutes. This is it, X. One last quick adventure into digital space. After that it's back off to where you belong. Like I said outside, if you got anything else you want to do before you go home, this is your last chance. When you're ready, just take a step into the machine. Now I'm not gonna lie, that, like, imagine if he shrinks us and we stay shrunk. Initializing space bending protocol, quantifying biological molecular values, digitizing. So where are we going? Oh wow. This is a pre-recorded message to instruct you how to upgrade the computer internally. You've been placed in the quantum confines of the processing unit. All you need to do is make contact with the 4 nodes located in the vicinity. Once you make contact with an active node, it will create a new set of neural pathways that will help you traverse. I've also installed a custom copy of Porygon.exe in your suit. Each node activated will also play a part in installing and upgrading Porygon. The pathfinding AI on Porygon is a little buggy, so if Porygon gets stuck, just walk over one of the new pathways. Every time you step on one, it will temporarily give Porygon the ability to pass through solid objects. That sounds like way too much for my brain to process. So it looks like we're just gonna walk around and see if we can find what we need. Okay, so this looks like it's something. One of the nodes need to be triggered. This one is not active yet. Okay, this one looks like it is. What does this mean? We actually can't go backwards once we've gone a certain way. Okay, this looks like it's open now. So it looks like we can go up here. Node activated. Initiating extraction protocol. This is very, very weird. What the hell is that? Is that a Digimon? X obtained Porygon X. That looks like a new form. What do you call it? Data. And we're back. Great work, X. The machine upgraded successfully and it looks like Porygon joined you in your return. Luckily the extra guest didn't cause any issues. It looks like it actually evolved as it was transferred back. Well, X, this is the end of our path. We may not have figured out why you were brought here, but at least we figured out how to get you home. The machine has already made contact with your home reality and should be ready to go shortly. You know, what we've done here is remarkable, groundbreaking even. With the power that we've collected from Palkia, Dialga and Giratina, we've essentially harnessed the power to travel through infinite realities. I know you probably focused on just making it home, but think about the possibilities. We were able to witness a part of Ego from 100 years ago, just with Dialga's power alone. With all three forces synchronized together, we'd be able to step foot into any alternate time, place, or dimension that we could fathom. The wonders and achievements we could witness, the mysteries we could solve, X. We have opened a door to infinite possibilities. I am ecstatic at the discoveries that may be waiting for us. Sorry, not us, just me I suppose. It's time for you to go home. You've gone through a lot to get to this point, X. I must say it's been a pleasure working with you. I wish you the best upon your return home. I will go finalise the destination one last time. Oh, that didn't sound good. What the? Did you feel that? I'm getting attacked? What in the world is going on? Whatever happened has knocked out the power for this part of the lab. Sorry, X, we need to go figure out what's going on. Yeah, that's right. Just run to where the power seems to be coming from. Good news, PC still works, so we're not completely doomed. Time to figure out what caused all the commotion. I'll wait for you, I suppose. Let's just go and have a look at that Porygon X. So it's an electric normal. It's got download. It looks pretty cool actually. Very fast, a lot of special attack. Not bad. Not something I'm going to use though. It looks a little bit like the robot out of the Disney film WALL-E, but obviously with like little bits of extra added on. Whatever is out there is stopping you from going home. Okay, it looks like we're going to go and have a look. Oh my god. I thought that capturing the deities would have put an end to Thorne's schemes. After seeing you at the Chaos Ruins, I realised he must have had a contingency plan. How else would you have shown up 100 years in the past without Dialga? I should have known better to think I could outsmart Thorne. I told you to stay out of this. I told you to stop working with him. I didn't want you to have to get involved, X. My entire mission was to stop Thorne from using you as a means to his end. Oh, it looks like we're having the showdown between them. Well, this all looks pleasant. X, who do we have here? You know exactly who I am, and at this point I'm sure the kid does too. I mean, you do seem a tad familiar, I guess. X, I need you to listen to me. Professor Thorne is taking advantage of your amnesia to make you help him accomplish something more nefarious than he's leading on. He's using you to gather the resources he needs to create a machine that will distort time and reality. I am from a future in which he succeeds by capturing the three deities. In my timeline, he siphoned the energy from Palkia, Dialga and Giratina to power his machine. The reason I know he's using you is because he did the same to me when I was your age. What? X, I am you from an alternate future. I did not see that coming. I actually did not see that coming. I have seen what Thorne has done, hopping through different times and realities without any regard for the collateral damage he leaves behind. I need to stop him, here and now. To be fair, you paint me in a very negative light. It's not like I'm jumping through realities maliciously, purposely disrupting people's lives. I was never manipulating X, it just so happened that both of our end goals intertwined. Also, I absolutely do care about the ripple effects of our actions through the multiverse. I just see them as too inconsequential to affect my overall pursuit for knowledge. Otherwise, everything else sounds pretty accurate. So, is the Professor a bad guy? That is why I must stop you. I'll protect the multiverse from you once and for all. Pfft, that's impossible. How can that be impossible when you've always told me that the possibilities are infinite? Because there's a difference between cliché, inspirational quotes and hard science. The very fact that you're here is proof that I've already succeeded. Think X. How did I know to collect the Arcanium shards instead of the deities? Why did I send X back to 100 years ago instead to just before they excavate the Chaos Shard? To taunt me? Because you knew what I was doing? Precisely. I knew the instant you sent your team fake grunt to sabotage the first scan. Oh, by the way, if you're going to try to take the moral high ground, you may want to stop snatching kids out of different realities to work for you. You heard right, X. All those team fake grunts you've had to fight have just been your rival Teal, pulled from alternate timelines. Hey, I didn't snatch Teal, they agreed to join me. Wait, what does any of this have to do with stopping you? Oh right, the reason I knew what you were up to is because we've done this back and forth a dozen times before. You aren't the first, to try and stop me. I applaud your efforts, I really do, but you should know by now that they will always prove futile. You see, once you've unlocked the gateway to the infinite multiverse, it cannot be closed again. The first timeline in which I succeeded in accessing infinite realities was the only one needed to guarantee a flourishing multiverse. It cannot be undone. Every few realities there will be a scenario just like this, where you try to stop me but always end up a few steps behind. I inevitably give you this same spiel, where I explain the insignificance of your efforts. Then we, of course, battle it out to determine who's right. That's how it has always gone, and that's how it always will go. So that's it, you're just going to keep interfering in different realities, no matter whose life you ruin. Right, because it doesn't matter. What? Their lives don't matter? In the grand scale of infinity, no they do not. Their lives, our lives, all lives are truly insignificant. We are but dust in the eyes of giants, a drop in an endless ocean of chaos. Those people's lives matter to them. Right, you are X. Something you fail to understand though is just how vast infinity truly is. Where there are an infinite number of timelines and realities, everything and anything could already has. We're all just a microscopic fraction of the universe, observing and experiencing itself. The people whose lives may be affected by our reality hopping actions are worse off in a million different realities, and better off in a million others. Our actions on a universal scale are inconsequential, insignificant, practically non-existent. In time you will come to understand that. I would never accept having a lack of empathy for other people's lives like you have. Is it not obvious to you yet, X? I am you. What? That's an even bigger plot twist from an even farther future than you are to younger X. But that's impossible. Possibilities are infinite. How can that be? It's very simple, X. Who better to work with than yourself? Over the last few decades, I've been showing up in alternate timelines of my past in hopes of accomplishing goals more efficiently. I adopt the alias of Professor Thorne simply because I like the way it sounds. I spend time teaching younger me things I wish I had known sooner. I've created a vast network of alternate versions of ourselves, all working together to study and explore the infinite realities we have at our disposal. Every once in a while, one of us will rebel, thinking it's the right thing to do. Talk about being your own worst enemy, am I right? Alas, I have yet to see a defect to succeed. Like they say, there's a first time for everything. Optimism of you to assume that you will be the one to prove that sentiment correct. X, come on, help me stop Thorne once and for all. As soon as we put an end to all this, the sooner I can get you home. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna battle Professor Thorne because he definitely sounds like a bad guy. Poor choice, X. You see, through our main power supply and networking infrastructure were wiped out, the PC storage system was still intact. It was actually able to sync up with my multiverse storage system right after you upgraded the computer. The multiverse storage is an upgrade I made that gives me access to any Pokemon we've caught from any reality. It was connected just long enough to give me access to our secret weapon. Behold the creator of the multiverse, Archaeos. What the hell is that? This is Archaeos, the one Pokemon above all, the creator of Arceus and the cosmic deities. This literally has blew my mind. It's a level 88 and that thing looks absolutely terrifying. Cosmic Ray. Ooh, doesn't one shot, we get Elite Seed off. Means we can get a little bit of chip damage. We're gonna get killed now though. I don't even know what type this is gonna be. Right, we'll go into Shenron, see if we outspeed. It's like 15 levels above us. No, it still outspeeds us. So Dragon Pulse is neutral. I probably should have Dragon Dance and then I would have. Oh no, it doesn't matter because I'm Choice Scar. I might have to cheese to win this. We'll go to Night Fang. Go for a Sucker Punch because we're guaranteed to get some damage. That's neutral as well, literally does nothing. So Cosmic Ray is obviously super effective against Dark or Fairy. Let's go to Yin Yang. Go for a Wish. Comet Shot. That's neutral as well. But we get flinched. Are you actually joking? We might actually get a flinch up, a Wish off. I think I'm gonna heal. What am I gonna heal though? I think we'll just heal ourselves because we're tanking these kind of. Then it goes for a Cosmic Ray. Oh my god, he gets a crit. How annoying is that? Victory is there. Right, so let's max revive Night Fang. What even is Cosmic Ray? Because it's been neutral on everything apart from Night Fang. Right, Sucker Punch it is. Oh yes, does enough damage. Is this what you wanted? It doesn't matter now X, future you has destroyed our lab. We only have one other choice if you want to go home. It is time for Archaeos to reset this reality. In its place will be a new reality devoid of any more outside interference. I hope this is the last time I have to do this. What, so you've done this before? So what happens now? Just so you know X, I always planned to send you home. That was always my mission through all of this. The only reason it got so seemingly out of hand back there is because it had to. It had to be something extravagant, a big climatic send-off, a satisfying conclusion to your grand adventure. But it wasn't satisfying, was it? There are still places unexplored, stones unturned. Such is the nature of dreams, I suppose. There's always more to dreams that we just can't seem to reach. If only we could stay asleep. No, we've come too far just to give up now. It is finally time for us to go. Don't you get it, X? None of this has been real, just a figment our brain conjured up. A fantasy world that brings us a sense of comfort. A way for us to cope with the reality we fear waking back up to. all just an internal psychological struggle against yourself. I know you weren't put here because of Celebi's time warping mischief. We were always just trying to prolong the dream. But alas, the dream is over. Our journey is done. Wake up, X. Okay, then where are we? Well, this is a little weird. So we're in a hospital. You can see your parents at the end of the hallway. This is definitely strange. Suppose we just go to our parents. And that's how it ends. That is such a poor ending. What is all that about? So I wonder what happens if we go and fight you instead of Thorne. Yeah, maybe there's two endings, but if there is, I'm unsure if we did the right one. But I'll leave you with these credits, and yeah, next episode we will see where we come back, I suppose. But yeah, massive plot twists. Like, I didn't see them coming at all. I had a feeling that the professor was evil, but I didn't see him being an older version of us and you being another version of us. Like, that was really well thought out. Like, storyline, this is one of the best fan games I've ever played. So yeah, I'll leave you with the credits, and I hope everyone who's watched it's enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to subscribe, because I will be doing a lot of fan games after this one. I might even be playing some older fan games like Pokemon Zeta and Omicron, which is an old game, but it's something that I personally want to play, so I thought I might as well put it on YouTube. It's a very long game, so it'll probably take a while to finish, but hopefully everyone enjoys it. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I hope to see you all next time.